Hi there, it's Tanya from Botanicamy. This week we are talking about balance and citrus bliss, blends you can use to uplift and balance your mood. The terminology of the names of the oils are actually very appropriate. So welcome to today. I'm not going to be talking about the oils themselves only. I'm going to be talking about the chemical constituents because that's what I do. Love the science behind the oils. But more than that, today I'm going to be teaching you how you can use these oils in more ways than just applying them topically to your skin or putting them in a diffuser. Okay, so if you've just joined, there's a couple of people coming up, lots of hearts going. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining my live today. I'm going to be talking about how to balance and uplift your mood using essential oils. Okay, so the first thing I go and look at to determine whether an oil is going to benefit me scientifically is I go and look at the constituents. Okay, and when you're looking for something that is able to balance and calm your emotions or uplift your emotions, there are definitely certain chemical constituents that are going to be at the top of the list in these oils that you're going to look for. All right, and essential oils are very commonly used to evoke feelings of balance and relaxation. And doTERRA has actually researched quite a lot to make their blend called Balance. And I think the biggest reason why that oil is just such a beautiful fragrance and why it is so balancing is it's got a very high percentage of frankincense in there. And I use frankincense very regularly because it is able to calm and soothe me. I'm sure you've heard me before in my lives. My brain always just goes like at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And frankincense is definitely one of the oils that I benefit from quite significantly to calm me down and help me focus. Okay, so that I don't get too scatterbrained and try and do 50 things at the same time instead of one. Because I know they say women are multitaskers. I don't actually believe it. It just means if you're doing 4 or 5 things at the same time, you're actually doing them to a lesser degree. You're not doing them 100% full out. You're not concentrating 100% full out. So frankincense is definitely one of the oils right up there for me to be able to get to that focus and dedicated right now. So as I said, Balance, the Balance oil from doTERRA has got a very high concentration of frankincense in there. And I think the beauty of this oil is it's got so many other calming oils in there. So oils that are able to calm you and balance your mood. Because of the chemical constituents that are in there. So this gorgeous smelling oil is an oil or a blend that already contains fractionated coconut oil. So it's already pre-diluted, and I think that's beautiful because that means you can just apply it topically. You can dilute it a little bit further, especially if you're going to be using Balance with very young children. But it is definitely already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, and it's already at a dilution, believe it or not, that is safe for use with pets. I've actually done a 7-day cat challenge quite recently with Dr. Janet Rock. She's also the essential oil vet online. And basically Balance is one of the first oils she goes to for pets when you need to make them a little bit calmer. I use this very effectively now with my cat that eats too quickly. So he just gobbles up his food so fast that he just tends to purge afterwards because it goes in so quickly. And what I do with the Balance is I balance him. So with the oils that are in here, which I'm just going to read the list to you. There is spruce, so it's got that lovely piney smell as well. Howood leaf, frankincense, blue tansy, and blue chamomile. And you all know how relaxing and calming blue chamomile is, right? So all the oils in there, all their chemical constituents are in there to help balance and calm your emotions. And how I do the balancing of my cat, it sounds quite funny, but I just use a drop of the Balance and I put it in my hand. Okay, my bottle is almost finished, so that's why I'm tapping quite a lot here. So when you have one drop in your hand, all you then would do is rub your hands together until they're almost quite dry. Because obviously the essential oils, all pets are quite sensitive to very strong smells. They've got so many more receptors in their nasal cavities than we do as humans. So my hands are almost dry. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. But anyway, before I calm myself too much to carry on with the video. And then what you literally do is you put your one hand on your cat's neck or dog. on the neck, and then on their back near the tail area. And you literally just hold them. And quite surprisingly, my cat always thinks it's a game when I come close to him. So he's always running away or he's mowing. And literally what I do now before I feed him is I just put my one hand on his back of the neck here and one near his tail on his spine, and I just hold for a couple of seconds. And literally what that does is, yes, the essential oil is then going onto his fur, and then when he grooms, obviously the oils are going to be benefiting him, but just the aroma calms him down enough so that he can eat like a cat is supposed to eat, a little bit more slowly, chewing food a little bit more thoroughly, so it doesn't just all come up straight afterwards, okay? And that's how you balance a cat. And another tip on how you can use balance, if you don't want to just put it in your hands and you sort of want to have the fragrance all day, remember now it is already a little bit diluted with a fractionated coconut oil. So it's going to keep the aromatics on your skin or wherever you put it a little bit longer, because the aromatic components are then localized and they won't evaporate as quickly. Okay, so what I tend to do with my balance quite a lot, I apply it on the soles of my feet in the morning and in the evening. So in the morning I do it before my quiet time because it just helps me focus because of the frankincense that's in there. But I also apply it in the evening, especially if I've not been able to ground myself during the day. So walking on grass, barefoot, that kind of thing. If you're someone that's had an absolutely hectic day and you've just been running around in your high heel shoes, please do yourself a favor and balance yourself and ground yourself before you get into bed in the evening. And you just literally you're going to take a drop of the oil and apply it to the soles of your feet. But what I also like doing is putting a drop in my hand and then literally rubbing my lava jewelry with it. And then you've got this lava jewelry that's now then soaking up this beautiful balancing oil. And then if you wear it on your wrist, you can take a sniff the whole day, and the aromatics actually remain on there for quite a while. So that's a beautiful tip on how you can use balance if you're not going to be putting it on the diffuser. And also, just by the way, this amazing oil is on special today, where if you buy a balance, you get a free citrus bliss. So it's definitely a let's support our moods day today. So let's go into the chemical constituents of the citrus bliss. Oh, there's more people joining. Fantastic. Welcome. Thank you for joining Tanya's live today on Botanic can be about uplifting and balancing mood support. So we've just finished talking about balance. Let's now go to Citrus Bliss, which is the oil that you will receive free if you order the balance on your account today. And if you don't have an account, please let me know. Just comment in the box below the video and I can help you get started right away. All right, so the Citrus Bliss. Why is it called bliss? Because honestly, when you open this oil, it's just pure bliss. All the oils in here are there to uplift your mood. And the reason why they're so uplifting and invigorating is because it's basically citrus oils. It's just a bunch of citrus oils. So what is in this amazing blend? We've got wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, which is one of my absolute favorites, mandarin, bergamot, clementine, as well as vanilla. So you can see that a lot of these oils in here are going to be very high in linalool. And if you remember from all my previous lives, linalool is a monoterpene alcohol, which forms part of the alcohols group of the chemical constituents. And they are fantastic surface cleansers, but they're also very good at uplifting the mood. Okay, so if we just look at something like wild orange, it is very able to support your immune body system as well as your nervous system. Okay, and because it calms you down and it uplifts at the same time, you can start seeing why it's going to be a winning combination. Lemon is very good for digestive, respiratory, immune, as well as skin support. Grapefruit for the endocrine, which is your hormonal system, your nervous system again. So it's a good nervine and very good for the skin. And then we also have bergamot. And yes, bergamot is a fantastic oil. It doesn't just contain the limonene, which most of the other ones do, or gamma-terpenine. It's actually got limonene, linalool acetate, gamma-terpenine, linalool, and beta-pinene in there. Bergamot is one of the most uplifting oils. It's also very calming. That's the reason we have Earl Grey tea, remember? And that's literally from the bergamot plant. And it's the aromatics in the bergamot that actually give you that calming sensation when you're drinking the bergamot tea, or the Earl Grey tea, I should rather say. So getting this oil for free today when you purchase the balance is really great, because I think the two of them together support for emotional well-being for the day is definitely going to be a positive. Okay, and a healthy tip on how you can use citrus bliss. Citrus bliss is fantastic in a diffuser because remember, it's gonna, because of all the citrus components in there, it's going to be very detoxifying to the air. So it's going to help with environmental threats, also with bad odors. So popping that in a diffuser is amazing. But we do need to talk about the safety of a citrus oil like this, because we do live in a very sunny country. Okay, today is not that sunny. And unlike other people who get really depressed when there's no sun for a couple of days, I'm completely at the opposite end of the scale. I actually don't need citrus bliss today because I absolutely love the cloudy weather. When it's raining all the time, that to me is very uplifting. But this just boosts the whole well-being for everyone around me. So the citrus oils are photosensitive. Okay, so do not apply this topically if you're going to be going into the sun for 12 hours after you've applied it. All right, so better to rather use this in the evening if you're going to be applying it topically. So safe uses for during the day. Definitely in the diffuser. And I've just discovered this amazing DIY recipe for a powdered bath scrub. And you know, when your bath starts getting a little bit old and it needs a little bit of extra scrubbing power, especially if you're using home cleaners and you're not using those exceptionally strong detergents with the very bad toxins and perfumes in there that are just really bad for your body, something we can get to in another day. Here is from the Essential Oil Supplies, which is a new shop that is open in South Africa. Don't get paid for them from them. I don't get payment. I'm not an affiliate of them. I just find their service absolutely amazing for a store that's just started. But I got this an Essentially Clean Home book from them. And inside there's like amazing recipes on how you can clean your home. And then they also have these beautiful stickers in there that you can stick on and they're those reusable ones. So basically, I went ahead and made a powdered bath scrub. Unfortunately, I don't have Borax substitute. So I literally just used bicarb, citric acid, and salt. And then instead of the oils that they suggest in the book, I actually went and added my citrus bliss oil to that. Because what happens then is I've got this amazing, one of their stickers. I've got this shake now, obviously, with the goodies inside. And it's one of those... This is a versiersuiker strooier. Okay, I probably need one with a little bit of bigger holes because in this damp weather it does get quite cloggy and you need to seal it quite nicely. But basically you then use the shaker, and because of the scrub with the citrus oils that are in there, guess what? You're going to get rid of all that oil that remains in the bath if you're someone that really likes to bath in essential oils with a carrier oil. Okay, so it's going to have very good cleaning power. But besides that, it's going to be very detoxifying to the area around you. You're not going to be inhaling all those horrible toxins from the normal regular cleaner. You're going to have very good scrubbing action because of the powders that are in there, and because of the citrus oils, you're going to be uplifted while you're cleaning your bath. I mean, that's just a double whammy of awesome in my books. Okay, so I tested it this morning, worked really, really well. If you need added cleaning power, you can always make a surface spray as well. And in this, they've also got fantastic glass bottles with trigger sprays, by the way. And in here, I've got a mixture of vinegar and water and some essential oils in there. So if you want additional cleaning powder, because of what you've put in here, the baking soda, the citric acid and those kind of things, when you spray vinegar on that, it has that nice foaming action, okay? And that sort of chows through the grime a little bit better too. And then with the added bonus of the citrus oils, I mean, there's just a win combination, okay? So just to summarize, the reason why these oils are so good for your mood in balancing as well as uplifting is because of their chemical constituents in there. We know aromatically they are really, really good for you. There's quite a lot of research studies, especially on frankincense, where they highlight that it balances the emotions, it increases focus, and a lot of us need that on a daily basis, okay? And then if you can combine the balance with the citrus oils, you're going to have a very balanced and uplifting day. And then this cloudy weather, if it's something that affects you, won't get to you, okay? But you can always just come and visit me. I'll uplift you too because I absolutely love this weather. All right. So thank you for joining today. I hope you learned a little bit more about the balance blend and the citrus blend. If you are wanting to purchase these amazing oils, please send me a comment or a message or a WhatsApp, and I'll get you helped out either with an account or how to order on your own account so that you too can benefit from these amazing oils. Hope you have a fantastic Thursday, and I will see you next Thursday at 12 noon. Cheerio.